There is an amazing New Jersey artist whose work is making waves across the global music landscape. Verona resident Charu Suri, one of the very few Indian women in jazz, has just earned two Grammy nominations this year, one for her album SHAYAN in the Best Contemporary Instrumental Album category, another for her work as co-producer and pianist on Sounds of Kumbha in the Best Global Music Album category. Charu is a leading figure in the rise of Indian jazz fusion, blending ragas, chamber jazz, classical, and contemporary soundscapes to create a musical style that is entirely her own. We say good morning, Charu Suri.
Good morning, Ken. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
So glad to have you on. I used to live right next door in North Caldwell, and I love Verona, and Verona produces a lot of good, talented people like yourself. So it's just an honor to have you on. So I have to ask, when you get two Grammy nominations, what goes through your mind?
I screamed, I cried. Actually, Ken, I'm on technically three Grammy nominated records. I can't say I'm a Grammy nominated. I'm on three Grammy nominated records this year. The third one is a children's album that I played on and I composed called Her Story by Flor Bromley. And one of them is of course my own. I didn't know what to do. I just was in a surreal mode when I heard the news, when people kept saying congratulations and then congratulations and even more congratulations. It was such an ecstatic morning in my household and feeling very blessed indeed.
And well deserved. Congratulations on all three. And your
Thank
album
you.
Cheyenne is described as a love letter to ancient ragas as medicine. What was the inspiration behind that?
So I'm trying to make ragas, which are ancient modal scales. They originated in India over 4,000 years ago, more mainstream. So a lot of my work with jazz blends Indian ragas and jazz. And my previous album, Rags and Ragas, I had worked with the likes of Steve Gadd and John Patitucci. And Cheyenne is very different. It's a call for us to slow down and embrace our humanity. They are all using evening ragas. And the most beautiful thing about ragas, as opposed to a Western scale, which is like C major or G major, you may have heard of
Right.
those, they're supposed to be played at a certain time of day. And given all the stress and unrest in the world, I wanted to compose something that truly healed people to help them sleep better, to help them be in touch with themselves. And that's how Cheyenne was born.
You know, it's amazing. We're only now discovering how certain frequencies impact our brain waves, could prevent Alzheimer's, could prevent cancer. I mean, we're learning all sorts of things that clearly Indian people knew thousands of years ago. But we always
Yeah.
think we're so arrogant. We always think we know more now. We're at the pinnacle. That is
Yeah.
just human nature to think, right? That we're smarter than anybody else. Meanwhile, even if, and not to get religious, open the Bible. 5,000 years ago, people were getting divorced and having arguments too. It's just that they knew not about air conditioning. It just,
Yeah.
that's the thing. We always think that we're at this superior level. And ragas, it's just, I have listened to it because I was raised in New Rochelle, which has a
Oh,
huge
wow.
Indian population. Most of my
Yeah.
friends growing up were Indian, and like right over from India. And so I had heard ragas and the scales because I studied guitar back then. Sorry to get into all the
Oh, my
personals, but
God.
it is just amazing. I love Indian music. I love the idea that you have now had this fusion of jazz, which I'm also in love with, and Indian music. So that's why I was so excited to have you on. So tell
We
me
should
about how
have you
your
on our next album, Ken.
you let me know. You let me know. I used to have a voice before I lost it. How did your experiences influence the sound and storytelling of Sounds of Kumbha? Tell me about that.
So, Sounds of Kumbha was such an enormously amazing and sacred project. I received a call from the composer Siddhant Bhatia, who is based in Delhi, to come and be part of an album that commemorates the largest spiritual gathering on earth that happens once every 144 years. And so I keep telling myself, it's either now or never. And in
Right.
that place, which is the confluence of rivers, okay, are you ready for it? Over 550 million people came over the course of 1 month to celebrate humanity, to be at one, to celebrate peace, love, and harmony. And then I was called to be part of this epic album to commemorate all of that in the form of music. And I honestly felt that there could be no higher calling. So I performed on 4 tracks. I produced the whole album with my co-producers Jim Kimo West, Madi Das, Ron Korb, Raghav Mehta, and Devraj, and we together brought this album that has been making the airways all over the world, and it just got nominated for Global Music Album. We brought together 50 artists from all over the world for that album.
I love it. Absolutely
Yeah.
fascinating. And just the talent is amazing. Tell us, please, what your website is for we can so we can get more information.
If you follow me on charusuri.com, there is also a sign up sheet. I tour all over the world. You can put your email address, and hopefully I'll come and play at a place near you. And I'm really excited to go to the Grammys to really represent the voices of India and also of women, because I'm the only female nominee in my category. I'm the only female producer on this album, Sounds of Kumbha. And Floor Bromley's album, which is nominated, celebrates fearless women. And I feel like everything is coming together, and I'm so, so blessed to be able to do this.
Well, you are blessing the world with your talent, and God bless you and happy holidays. We
Thank
are
you.
very honored to have you on, and we're honored to have you as a New Jersey person. So now
It's
we'll
my
say
honor.
3 times. Oh, please come back. Please come back.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we can't play the music on the air because of the copyright and whatnot. But please come back. 3-time Grammy Award nominated Verona resident Charu Suri. All the best to you, and it's an honor again. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you, Ken, for having me.